Happy New Year, leaders! Mr. Chat here, and I'm excited to bring to you the very first cycle of the new year, which is discipline. Discipline is to obey what is right. There are 11 components and 4 levels of discipline. The 11 components are commitment, punctuality, goals, focus, persistence, determination, responsibility, courage, fitness, vision, and passion. The 4 levels, we're gonna start with number 1, obedience. Then we're gonna move on to self-discipline. Then self-control, and the highest level of discipline is what we call self-awareness. In the discipline cycle, we'll be doing the extreme bow staff, as well as the specialty kick, the wushu butterfly kick. Here I have one of our brand new X5 Illuminator bow staffs, and we've been having a lot of questions and comments about this staff. It's not required. The extreme weapons are additional, optional. All you need to have is any type of traditional bow staff or jongbang. But these illuminators, if you didn't know, if you just look at it standing still, it looks silver bluish, but once you start to move it, then it starts to change colors. And so this is why with this weapon here, it's become so popular. So again, parents, a lot of the kids are asking questions about these. We know what they want them, but they don't need to have them. It's not required. Any bow staff or jongbang will do, but this is something that they're asking about. And so if you have any questions, please ask your instructor, but this is a higher level weapon. This is one of the ATA X5 Extreme Illuminator bow staffs. And the specialty kick for this cycle is the wushu butterfly kick. This is the basic level, and then we start adding things like spin hook into the butterfly kick. Then tornado kick, spin hook, and then the butterfly kick. And at the higher level, then this kick evolves to what we call the butterfly twist. This is a higher level technique that many of the students are seeing in videos and higher level competitors do. If you're interested in learning these kicks and expanding onto these combinations, just talk to your instructor. They can help you out in the private sessions. These are not things that we typically do in the regular leadership class, but you can do this during private sessions and private training. Each week we'll be working from the Discipline Life Skills book, which is broken down into a great little story about the art of brushing your teeth, and then each level is broken down, level 1, level 2, level 3 to level 4, starting with obedience. And then there are simple exercises that the kids can do at the end of each segment. Each segment is only about 2 to 3 pages, very simple, but everything that you do, as you know, in our leadership program is designed to reinforce what you want as parents, so that way we can better help train the students. So we highly recommend that this is something that you review together. Each week we're going to be working from this book in class, and then we would like for you to reinforce and then review some of these items at home. Now for the first 2 weeks, we're going to be focusing on the presentation and just the first 3 moves of the form. The presentation is where we put the students under pressure and they need to stand there, deliver, and perform in front of everybody. So part of that is their strong eye contact, having a commanding voice, their body position. So when they walk forward, how are they taking those steps? It's not what you do, it's how well you do it. So each step needs to count. They walk forward, they hit their strong position with a strong yell. We're taking a look at their body position, their feet turned in, their body straight, slightly lean forward, shoulder open this way here. Whether the bow staff is in the front or the back, doesn't matter. They can have their front hand open or they can have it closed, but it's about the delivery. And so that presentation is super important. This is what we want to practice every single cycle. And they're going to be doing this every week. They're going to start with the presentation and then right into the first 3 moves of the form. Now, in addition to this, what's to come in the form is they're going to be doing many different types of strikes. And so students can be practicing this at home to start conditioning their bodies, doing side-to-side strikes, just like this. Here, over the head strikes. Now when the students drill, what's going to happen with this type of weapon as it hits the body, there's going to be an impact and there's going to be a little bit of a stinging sensation. We want to make sure that we're conditioning the students away from sensitivity. In the beginning, they're going to feel the burn as it starts to hit their arms side to side here or under the arm here. What we want to make sure and do is they start off light and then they increase as they get stronger, as they build resistance to the pain. But many of the students in the beginning, they're going to have to start off a little bit slower, lighter, and then work their way up. Also, you might notice students that have sensitive skin, they will bruise when they're hitting their arms with the bow staff. This is normal, but again, we want to start off slow and then work up the speed, work up the level of power. So these are drills, just the side-to-side drills here, and then over the head drill that they can practice these first 2 weeks to prepare for the weeks to come. This is the first week of the year and the first week of the cycle. This is the Yellow Stripe week. This is the life skills week where we're focusing on practicing the life skills cycle, which is discipline. And as soon as your child practices and demonstrates one aspect of discipline, whether that be obedience or self-control, then they're gonna come to you and they're gonna tell you, Mom, Dad, I demonstrated strong discipline by being obedient, doing what I was told. Then they're gonna ask you to write that down on a piece of paper, and they're going to get that from you, bring that back into class, and turn that into their instructor. It's important, parents, that we don't do it for them, that we allow them to come and tell us. We don't want to recognize, oh, I saw my kid do this and write it down. The exercise is for them to become responsible, demonstrate the life skill, but them take action, be accountable, and then turn in their work. Then if the students are 13 or over, then they're not gonna just demonstrate that. We're gonna have them write their goals. So anyone 13 and over, they're gonna write their goals, personal, physical, and school. If they're older and working, then they're professional goals. And so this is the process. Again, they're gonna write that down, and then you're gonna turn that into your instructor. Every single cycle, we're gonna follow this structure so that way we kick off, not just the new year, right? But we kick off every cycle focusing on the life skill for that first week.